Hey, welcome to our Wednesday afternoon live broadcast, and welcome as well if you are joining us on the rebroadcast. Today I'm going to share with you some ways that intermittent fasting can help you reach some goals that you're setting for yourself in the new year. And for us, the new year is 2019. If you are new to us, welcome. Please take a second to hit that subscribe button on YouTube and that like button, and always feel free to share this if you know someone who might need some help with their goal setting or with reversing maybe some health conditions they have or some things they have going on in their life they're not happy with. And the same thing for everyone on Facebook. Always take a second to hit that like button. And always feel free to share this content as well. So my name is Diane, and for the past 25 years, I have been helping women find nutrition plans and fitness programs to help them look and feel their best and live their most authentic life. And we are doing that here in this community through the means of practicing intermittent fasting. And what we are finding in this community and what we're doing with intermittent fasting and what we're doing in the courses that I offer here online is that we're finding that intermittent fasting has really helped us improve so many areas of our life, not just the health areas or not just the hormonal balance, but that once we really dive into intermittent fasting and we create a lifestyle for ourselves that does help us look and feel our best and live our most authentic life, that what we're finding is so many other areas of our life are improving as well. So I'm going to go over a few of some pretty common goals that are set in a new year, and I'm going to share with you how intermittent fasting can help you achieve some of those goals. So I know one of the big goals that people have for the new year is setting financial goals, whether that be, putting more money in the bank or putting more money into retirement accounts or setting money aside for vacations or paying down debt, or maybe even doing something big and trying to find a way to bring in some new financial resources into your life. And one of the ways that we're finding, and I know for our family as well, what we have found with intermittent fasting is that opportunity to do nothing and embrace everything really does allow us to have some extra financial means available to us. I know in the past, and I have taught this philosophy and I have lived this philosophy, that when we're in that sort of quick fix mentality, or we're desperately seeking out something to fix us, we will just about do anything we can to get that quick fix or get that promise met to us to have something that feels better or a way that we can live healthier. And we don't want to have to think about it. So we're willing to pay whatever we have to pay to get that thing for us. And what we know now is that just doesn't work. And those promises are often open-ended and not really realistic for us. And so what we're finding in this community from the side of financial as well is that when we can just do nothing for a majority of our day and we don't have to rely on elixirs and quick fixes and someone else's boxed philosophy of the way we should live our life, we can keep our money in our pockets and we don't have to spend all that extra panic money trying to find that quick fix. So what we're finding here in this community is that even financial goals can be met through the practice of intermittent fasting because we just simplify our life and we don't have to go after a lot of those quick fix type of things. The other area that we're finding that intermittent fasting is really helping a lot of us in this community reach our goals is with time. And one of the things that really throws us off track when we're trying to set new goals or we're looking into the future and some things that we want to accomplish is we sit down and we look at our schedule and we think, how am I going to do more with the limited amount of time that I have? And I know for myself especially, that whole Sunday routine that I used to do with meal prepping food all day and grocery shopping all day, I have my Sunday back. I do not have to spend an entire day making food and packaging it and portioning it so that I can feed myself every couple of hours throughout the day. So I know for me personally, the time that I've gained back with the practice of intermittent fasting has been a blessing for my life and all of the things that I want to accomplish for myself, because I don't have to have that dedicated time to just feed myself. I have really learned to value the magic that happens in the state of hungry and take advantage of that energized sense of calm, knowing that I can get so much more accomplished in that time that I used to have to spend around food. I no longer have to dedicate that time. So time is another one of those things that we get back when we really start honing in on intermittent fasting and creating that lifestyle for ourselves. The third thing and the third goal that I know a lot of people are seeking out for a new year is focusing on new things, whether that's spending more time meditating or spending more time, maybe deepening your spiritual or your faith and the relationship you have centered around that, or maybe just spending more time with the people that you care about. And in this fast-paced, busy lifestyle that we have, how do we do those things? How do we prioritize how we want to spend our time? And how do we focus on new things, whether even if it's a hobby or maybe going back to school or picking up a side hustle or a second job? How do we do that when we don't have time and energy? And with intermittent fasting and what we practice here in this community, and specifically what I teach in this course, is that goal of getting to that energized sense of calm that I referred to, that sense and feeling of just abundant energy in a state of peace. And it's really easy to focus on new things and be able to concentrate on learning new skills or taking up new hobbies or just being present in the moment with the people that you're with, when you can really soak up what that energized sense of calm can do for you. And we have been able to find that with our practice of intermittent fasting and being able to take on new tasks and take on new projects and maybe some new goals for ourselves. I know for myself, I have been able to get 2 certifications under my belt and working on a third one. And I know that a part of what I'm experiencing with the energized sense of calm and that newfound mental clarity, because of what I'm doing with my intermittent fasting and the lifestyle that I've created for myself, has really opened up an opportunity of time and of clarity in my mind to be able to take on some new mental opportunities as well, like going back to school. So if you're looking to go back to school and you're not really sure how you can kind of fit all that in and what you have going on in your brain and all the things that you have going on in your mind, intermittent fasting has really proven to help clear that up and give you that new energized sense of calm so that you can take on some new things in that aspect of well, so with the mental clarity and focus. And then a big New Year's resolution, I'm not even going to say goal, but I know what a lot of people have for their New Year's resolutions is improving what they have going on in the realm of health and fitness. And I'm going to call that a resolution because that seems to be what it ends up becoming for most people. They're really energetic and really enthusiastic about it the first few months, and then it starts to fade off and die away when it stops being fun, or other things come up, or maybe you haven't reached goal 1, 2, or 3 that we previously talked about. And exercise seems to become, or even your health seems to become that second thought or the thing that kind of goes on the back burner because so many other things in your life are taking focus and taking that center stage. And what we're really finding in this community and with intermittent fasting is that the better you feel, the more enthusiastic you become about taking care of your body. And we do a lot of that work through a lot of the books that we read in this community as well. So changing the way we think about caring for ourselves can help us stick to some goals, and it can change things from New Year's resolutions that typically die off to really setting a concrete goal that you're going to be willing to stick to because you just feel better and because you have more energy and because you are noticing the changes that your body is going through and you're happy with what you're seeing. Oftentimes what happens when you start incorporating an intermittent fasting type of lifestyle is your physique changes before anything else changes. And that's because we have the opportunity to reduce that inflammation that we've been carrying around. And yes, inflammation is a true thing. And yes, inflammation makes us hold weight. And yes, inflammation makes our body size completely change. And when we start to lose that and we notice these positive changes in our body and we start to feel optimistic about the clothes that we're wearing and we feel more energized and enthusiastic around other people, then we are more optimistic and more energized and more hopeful about what will be the end result of an exercise program that we're doing, or what will be the end result of some health thing that we might be suffering from. And I know for me, it was being on the verge of becoming a diabetic and all the insulin resistance issues that I had, and the fact that I couldn't remember where I parked my car at Target and couldn't find my keys, to save my life. And when I noticed all of those things that I was suffering from start to diminish, and I started to feel confident in my own skin, my desire for my own fitness and my own exercise routines became a little bit more concrete, and now they're totally solidified, and exercise is just what I do. So if you're you're feeling like exercise is a resolution for you and you're afraid you're going to fall off that bandwagon, I highly recommend incorporating some changes to what you're doing in your overall lifestyle and finding some ways that you can get a lot of that energy back just from changing when you start to incorporate nutrition into your life, and then when you feast, how you're feasting, and is what you're putting in your body really sending you the signs and signals that are going to put you toward the goals that you're hoping for, or are they going to move you farther away? So intermittent fasting has really helped so many women jump back into the health and fitness goals that they have set for themselves and create a long-lasting exercise routine because their health has improved. So intermittent fasting is proving to help us with our health and fitness goals as well. And then I'm just going to summarize it with the fifth one, which I think everyone should practice intermittent fasting for, and that is just our overall improved health. We have had countless stories that are just mind-blowing, that seem almost impossible just by changing when we incorporate food into our day and by listening to those signs and signals that our body is sending us. We have had asthma reduced and eliminated. We have had diabetic conditions completely reversed. Hypoglycemia completely gone. When we thought that that was just how we were as women, we thought we just were hypoglycemic and it would never change. I was that woman. I don't suffer from that anymore. Blood pressure issues gone. Cholesterol issues have been resolved. We've had women cancel surgeries that they have had scheduled. We have had depression medication not be refilled, hormone replacement therapies being stopped because hormones have been balanced out. You name it, and intermittent fasting can help alleviate some of those negative signs and symptoms and start to produce positive signs and symptoms. And I'm not claiming that intermittent fasting is going to cure anyone. I don't have the authority to do that. But what I can tell you is that I have heard stories and I have lived my own personal path of healing my body through just being more conscious in what I'm doing in my everyday life and considering some of the research that's being done. There's nothing wrong with trying something new if what you've been doing hasn't been working for you. And I know for so many women that cross my path and for so many women who reach out for me, what we've been doing is not working for us anymore. And we do deserve the opportunity to try something new. So this is the perfect time to jump into intermittent fasting because we have so many goals that we are so excited about. And imagine matching up your goals to a new way of living your life. And that is really what we try to teach here is you don't want to be so honed in on something that you can't live your life authentically. I want to teach you how to be you in your own skin around the people that you spend your time with. I don't want you to have to exit your life. I want you to create a nutritional lifestyle that makes you happy and healthy. And no one wants to go through life feeling like they can't do something or they're not allowed to do something or everything that they're choosing is bad. That is just not the reality of how we want to live our life. And so if you have those goals and if you're not feeling super optimistic about it or you haven't had a good track record with how you end up maybe in February when you start setting goals for yourself, consider joining our course that's starting on January the 5th. I promise you it will be life-changing for you and you won't have to overhaul your entire life. And what you're going to notice after just 3 short weeks of being in class with us is that your financial situation will change in regards to how you're spending money at a grocery store while you're improving what it is that you're purchasing. And I think that's one of the big aha moments that we've had as well, is that you can afford organic foods and you can afford higher quality foods when you're not having to constantly shove food in your mouth. By eating realistically, you can actually up the ante on what you're putting in your body quality-wise because the quantity that we have been consuming has just been too much for us. And then you'll get your time back and you're going to get that energized sense of calm, and before you know it, you're going to be accomplishing some pretty amazing things in your life. So intermittent fasting and being successful with your goals really do go hand in hand just because of the lifestyle changes that you'll be making that will be improving for you. So like I said, we have a class starting on January the 5th. I would be honored to have you in if you haven't taken a course with us yet. We have plenty of course graduates that are always on these live broadcasts with us that will share with you some of the things that they've gone through. And for those of you who have been with us for a while and are super excited about joining our next level course, don't worry. We are working on getting that up and running for you. Promise I'm not going to let you down. strong. We will have an amazing course starting sometime in late January, early February. So hang with us. We're going to have some great information to share with you so that you can move on to your new year with learning some new things about nutrition and how we can incorporate our fasting to improve what we've already worked on with our beginning course. So Michael, if you wouldn't mind passing me that, I'm going to see who's here on YouTube and welcome everyone. And then I will welcome everyone on Facebook. And if you have some goals that you've set for 2019 and you want to share them with us, I would love to see them. Definitely feel free to put those in the comments, or you have any questions that you would like me to answer. I'm always here to answer those as well. Always feel free to put something in the comment section for me. Courage Takes Courage. Happy New Year, girlfriend. I love that YouTube handle. Lysandra, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Rosalind, completed a 22-hour fast today to get back on track. Girlfriend, that is awesome. Brandy, oh, I guess she's saying hi to her Aunt Kathy. That's awesome. Awesome. You guys have family members here. I always love that. Robin, Happy New Year. Let's make 2019 our best year ever. Keep doing what you're doing, Diane. Oh, thank you, girlfriend. And I'm excited to have you in our next course, Robin. You're on the top of my list to be notified for sure. Janet, June 2017 grad. So happy to be catching you live. Good to have you here, Janet. Marianne, Happy New Year. November 2018 grad and going strong. Kathleen, Diane, my niece Brandy or Robin turned me on to your course and it's changed the course of my life. Awesome, Kathleen. I love that. And when family members refer family members and it changes the course of a family dynamic, I absolutely love it. I think that's the best gift we can give a family member is the opportunity to have a happy and healthy life. And when families start living the same lifestyle, and it makes holidays better, it makes birthdays better, it makes getting together for family get-togethers so much nicer when everyone's on the same page. So congratulations to your family for that as well. And hopefully you had a good Christmas with your grandkids. Christina, September 2018 grad. If I have strong and working on my fitness, have spent the last week watching previous posted videos. Best thing I could have done is saved those links in my email. Yeah. When you're a member of our course, you have access to the course content for life. So you can go back and rewatch the videos as many times as you want. And I highly recommend going back and just refreshing yourself with some of the techniques and some of the information we have available in the course. So Christina, congratulations, way to make your investment work for you. I love it. And then Brandy, I don't think you can stress number 2 enough. I have so much time to get things I want to do done, not worrying about meals and cleaning the kitchen. Exactly. And I think that was the big thing for me is I would literally wake up on Sunday morning and I would go grocery shopping and I would have to go to 3 or 4 different stores, and then I would come home and I would prep the food, put it in containers, and then put it in the refrigerator and then portion it out for the week. And it was literally all day Sunday. And it was awful. But now we don't do that anymore. And we just kind of eat as we go, which is really nice. And we eat a lot fresher food, so not as much prep as we used to, and not as much packaged stuff. So it really has been a great change for sure. Const from Greece, welcome. It's so nice to have you. I'm setting goals for a move from our current house to a simpler rest of my life. Kathleen, congratulations, girlfriend. I love that. What a great goal to have. And we have another friend of ours, Janet, who did the same thing. She went through our course and just totally changed her whole life and sold a home and moved, I think, across country to go live with her kids and her grandkids, and she's doing fantastic. So never discount what changing your lifestyle can do for you for the better. And when you do something that's a change that's positive on the financial side, on the time side, on the energy side, on the mental clarity side, and then your mood becomes better, and all the decisions you make are just going to be for the positive. It's fantastic what can happen to your life when you keep moving in that direction. And we never really think about it that way because eating is just what we do. And I think the more conscious we become of that and the more aware of how that impacts our life, and we start to make changes according to how we want to live our life, what can happen for us is just absolutely amazing. So I'm super excited for you guys. Meg, happy to catch you live. Looking forward to accomplishing all of my goals this year. Yay. And I hope you guys keep me posted on what you're accomplishing goal-wise, what you're accomplishing health-wise. There's nothing better for me than to open up my inbox and get an email from someone who's been in this community or taken one of our courses and sharing with me all of the amazing things that are happening for you. It just absolutely makes my day. So always feel free to let me know what you guys have going on as well. Amy, hello. I'm watching from Oregon. I love the energized of calm. Yeah, me too. Diane, hello from Pennsylvania. Jean is here. Let's see who else we've got that jumped on with us. Tina, 20-hour fast for me today. You guys are killing it. I love it. Amy, I was in the April 2017 IF class, and I would never go back to the traditional way I was taught to eat, which most of have grown up doing. Yep. Eating 3 meals a day and also snacks. I love not eating so much food. My body heals every day with less food, and then consuming healthy foods when I do eat. You can't lose. Yeah, for sure. We had friends over yesterday for a brunch, which is one of my New Year's goals, is to just have more people that I love in my life and around our house. So we did that yesterday. So we had a late breakfast, early kind of break fast type of thing. And then I had my breakfast shake and I was done. And then I didn't get to exercise today till about 2, right, Michael? I think it was. So I had a really long fast between yesterday and today, and then I did about a 3.5 mile run. So you can tell by the speed of which I'm talking that I'm in a little bit of the energized sense of calm as well, and it is an absolutely amazing feeling. Congratulations for all you guys with your 20-hour fast for sure. Elaine from Florida, alumni from 2017. So happy that you're catching this live as well. Connie, New Year. Happy New Year to you too, from Georgia. Getting back into IF from the holidays, working with hubby, and he's more interested in keto-like. Fantastic. So make sure you have him connect with our IF keto-like page on Facebook. Michael's going to be doing a lot of information over there about men's health and some of the things that we can do to not only help our men, but have our men tune in as well and connect with Michael on some ways that we can make sure that we're taking care of our man, the men in our life as well. So make sure he's tuned in over there. And then Meg says, hope to do 2 marathons and a 50-kilometer in 2019. Girlfriend, you are my hero. Hope to get more comfortable outside of my comfort zone this year. Well, Meg, that sounds like that would do it for sure. So keep us posted on that, because I want to keep track of what you're doing with your marathons for sure. I love when women are out there doing what they need to do with their running, and marathons and 50-kilometer runs are definitely something that I am super impressed with, because that's just not my thing, but I admire women who can get out there and do that. So congratulations. And if you need any help with any of that nutrition wise, definitely feel free to reach out to me. I'll see what I can do to help you out there. So if you have big goals for 2019, I highly recommend changing what you're doing in your everyday life, and intermittent fasting will definitely do that for you. Not only will it allow you an opportunity to balance out your hormones, experience the energized sense of calm, but it will also help you save some money, because you're not going to be out there frantically following a lot of these ads that we have going on this time of year, promising a bunch of things that you're going to get if you buy X, Y, and Z. You just don't necessarily, it's not necessary to do that. You will get time back, because you will not be hyper focused on feeding yourself every couple of hours. And I know for my women out there who are hypoglycemic, I get it. It seems a little bit scary. I used to be hypoglycemic myself, but I can now go 24 hours without putting anything in my body, and I am absolutely fine. So we teach you how to train your body to go through that process as well. If you have some specific things that you're trying to accomplish in your year, maybe some big tasks that you're picking up, wanting to go back to school, maybe starting a business, have some books you want to read, but you're feeling like you just don't have that mental clarity, intermittent fasting will get that back for you as well. Like I said, I've completed 2 certifications already, and I'm on my 3rd one, and I know for a fact I wouldn't be able to do that if I didn't have my brain back to that point where I can actually focus and concentrate on getting some things done. And then of course, exercise is one of those things that seems to come back to all of us once we get that energized sense of calm and we're feeling comfortable in our own skin. And then of course, the big overall goal that we should all be shooting for, and that's just better health overall. And the best way to heal your body is to get it to that point where it's no longer burning and needing sugar to get by, and really tapping into those fat stores and dipping into those initial phases of autophagy, are proving to really help us get to that best level of health and wellness without having to rely too much on outside sources to interfere or control what it is we're doing. We really can heal our body on our own by just practicing intermittent fasting. Again, I want to invite you to our course that's starting on Saturday, January 5th. It is a great course. It's 3 weeks. It will change the rest of your year. I promise you that. We have a great group of women who are gathered up I would love to have you in the course as well. I'm going to sign off for today. We will be broadcasting live on Friday on our Facebook page that we are going to be focusing a little bit more on men's health for this year, and that's our IF Keto Family Life page. So if you have a man in your life that you would like to see start changing some things in his nutritional life and maybe doing some things to help gain some energy back so he can keep up with you, definitely tune into that on Friday. And then I will see you around the course on Saturday if you're joining us for that. I'm super excited about that. And then my goal setting group, we have a goal setting course as well for 2019. I'll be uploading a new video for you on Friday, helping you figure out how to name your year so you have something to focus on and a way to kind of drive what it is that you're doing in your everyday life. So thanks for joining us live today. If you're catching us on the rebroadcast, I appreciate you stopping by as well. Please leave me a message, and then I'll see you guys on Friday.